Is the AI bubble about to burst? This is the $1,000,000, or rather, $1,000,000,000 question on everyone's mind. From Nvidia's skyrocketing stock price to every single app on your phone suddenly having a powered by AI feature. It feels like we're in the middle of a gold rush, but history has taught us that every gold rush eventually ends. Remember the dot-com bust of 2000? Investors poured money into anything with a com at the end of its name, only to see it all evaporate. Are we seeing a repeat of that history with AI? Let's break it down. The argument for a bubble is pretty compelling. Valuations are through the roof. Startups with no product and no revenue are raising hundreds of millions of dollars based on a fancy pitch deck and a few smart engineers. The hype is undeniable. Every day, there's a new headline about how AI will cure all diseases, solve climate change, and probably make your morning coffee perfectly every single time. This level of extreme optimism is a classic sign of a market bubble. It creates a FOMO effect, a fear of missing out that drives even more investment, pushing prices even higher, completely detached from reality. Think about the sheer amount of money being thrown at this. We're talking about companies spending billions on GPUs, the specialized chips needed to train these large AI models. This hardware race is incredibly expensive. And what's the actual return on that investment so far? For many companies, it's not clear. They're spending a fortune to build these powerful models, but how will they make that money back? The path to profitability for many AI applications is still very fuzzy. This gap between massive spending and uncertain revenue is a major red flag for bubble. Another point is the concentration of power. A handful of tech giants like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon are dominating the field. They have the data, the talent, and the deep pockets to build the foundational models that everyone else relies on. This creates a dependency that could be risky. If one of these giants stumbles, it could have a ripple effect across the entire ecosystem. Plus, it makes it incredibly difficult for smaller, innovative startups to compete, potentially stifling the very creativity that fuels progress. But hold on, before we all run for the hills and sell our tech stocks, let's look at the other side of the coin. The argument against a bubble is just as strong, if not stronger. Unlike the dot-com era, where many companies were just selling ideas, AI is already delivering real-world value. It's not just hype, it's happening right now. Think about drug discovery. AI is accelerating the process of finding new medicines, potentially saving years of research and countless lives. In manufacturing, AI optimizes supply chains, reduces waste, and predicts when machines need maintenance, saving companies billions. In our daily lives, AI powers the recommendation engines that show us movies we love, helps us navigate traffic, and even assists doctors in diagnosing illnesses from medical scans with greater accuracy. This isn't just a website selling pet food online. This is a fundamental technological shift with tangible, measurable impact. This is a general-purpose technology, like electricity or the internet itself. And what about the revenue? While some paths are fuzzy, others are crystal clear. Companies are paying significant subscription fees for AI-powered software that increases their productivity. Cloud providers are making a fortune selling the computing power needed to run AI models. And Nvidia? Well, they're selling the shovels in this gold rush, and business is booming. The demand for their GPUs is real, and it's massive. This isn't just speculative investment. It's businesses buying tools to solve real problems and make more money. So, where does that leave us? Are we in a bubble or not? The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. Yes, there's a lot of hype. Yes, some AI companies are wildly overvalued and will likely fail. There will be a correction. There always is. We can expect to see some of the frothiness disappear as the market matures and separates the real innovators from the opportunists who are just riding the wave. Some investors will lose money, especially those who bet on weak ideas at inflated prices. That's a natural part of any major technological revolution. However, calling this entire movement a bubble that's about to burst might be missing the bigger picture. This isn't just a repeat of the dot-com crash. The underlying technology is far more transformative and is already being integrated into the core of our economy. The dot-com bubble was about getting businesses online. The AI revolution is about making every aspect of those businesses more intelligent. The potential for productivity gains and new discoveries is immense, and we're only just scratching the surface. So, instead of asking if the AI bubble will burst, maybe the better question is, how will this technology reshape our world? We're likely to see a period of consolidation. The weaker companies will fade away, while the stronger ones, those with solid business models and real-world applications, will thrive and become the new giants of the next economic era. There will be ups and downs, for sure. The stock market will be volatile. But the long-term trend is clear. AI is here to stay. It's not a fleeting trend. It's the next chapter in our technological It's crucial to be a smart, informed participant, not just a spectator. Understand that not every AI company will be a winner. Do your research. Look for genuine value. And don't get swept up in the hype. The future won't be built by the companies with the flashiest marketing, but by those who use AI to solve meaningful problems. The AI revolution is real, but it will be a marathon, not a sprint. And like any marathon, there will be challenging stretches, but the finish line promises a fundamentally changed world. What are your thoughts? Do you think we're headed for a crash? Or is this just the beginning of a long-term boom? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. See you in the next one.